Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm your host, Mr. 180. Today I am honored, I am blessed to be able to interview I feel like part of the 180 Life family, Miss Anissa Renee. She's the owner of Heavenly Creations. So I want you to sit back, relax, go with me on this journey while we go check out what's really going on over at Heavenly Creations. Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So, okay, Anissa Renee,
Yes.
Heavenly Creations. You got to tell me how this got created.
So you know already that there's so much attached to me, and so my brand and my name was created after my two daughters, Kalia and Kalina, that passed away. I actually changed my name. I just was out here using my talents that God gave me.
Okay.
And so then when they passed away, I dedicated my brand and my name to them. And so Heavenly Creations came about because of my two angels that are in heaven above. And so if you see my logo, it has the angel wings and the halo.
Okay.
So that's dedicated to Kalia and Kalina.
Oh wow. So what is Heavenly Creations? Give me.
So Heavenly Creations it falls under the umbrella of a bunch of things, but I kind of turned the corner and just kind of got in my lane. And so I started first with event coordinating and event planning.
Okay.
So I did weddings and I did baby showers, and I had a passion for it at first. And then I was blessed to come into a friendship with a young lady who had an even more passion about decorating and things like that, and she kind of took me under her wing and kind of uses heavenly creations for what I do, and it's unique treats. It's out the box treats. I use chocolate and I create chocolate apples, dipped Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, wow.
So I take an ordinary event and bring in my own special touch with, a unique treat bar. And so everything is hand painted. All my molds I purchase, and I do what I need to do to create something that is unique and it's eye catching, from glitter to color to whatever.
Oh wow. Okay, so basically, we do treats. You do treats. You said event planning.
Event planning, coordinating, wedding coordinating, all of that. I've been blessed to have it. Do it all, pretty much.
Do it all, okay.
But my passion now is really just setting up treat bars and doing the treats. That's where the bulk of my blessings come.
Okay. So I heard you say dipped apples. Tell me a little bit about that.
So, really, everybody does like the sweet, hard candy apples.
Okay.
I take chocolate and I make any unique color, and I dip an apple. Or really anything, a pineapple, a donut, anything.
Okay.
And
you make me hungry there. Okay.
Right?
Okay. So you got the treats and the Rice Krispie treats. Tell me a little bit. Do you make your own Rice Krispie treats?
Sometimes I do make my own Rice Krispie treats.
Okay.
And that's what I prefer to do. But most of the time I do brand out and use a brand from that I buy in bulk.
Okay. So when you created. First, when did Heavenly Creations be created? Like, when did it start?
Well, I have been doing it for like 5 years, but I recently got passionate about it again about 2 years ago.
Okay, because I've been seeing you on Facebook, and you be having, like, the treats, the strawberries, and, I don't really eat apples, but you making me want to go get an apple, and...
I promise you you'll enjoy it.
It will I?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to
It's chocolate. Anything chocolate is amazing.
Man.
You already know.
A little bit. I guess you're right about that.
Yeah.
So, what inspired you? Well, you told me about the inspiration behind it, but what inspires you day to day to keep going? Because now... You are an entrepreneur. I think I seen you a couple weeks ago you was on my show. Of course, I seen you a couple weeks ago. With the kids, with the Wilson Warriors. Of course, we got you 180 Life. You my wonderful personal assistant. Keep me on track every day. So, what keeps you like you a busy woman? You a real boss for real.
I like to look at myself as a blessed boss. I survived a pandemic.
Okay.
I had to come up with creative, unique ways to still make people smile. And I think I live for people smiling.
Okay.
it's a passion that you have to have for anything that you put your mind and you put your work ethic into.
Correct.
So I think my inspiration, number one, is the fact that a storm that was birthed in my life, losing 2 girls back to back, was a storm. But you know how I feel about storms. Storms come only to inspire you and to challenge you to become better at whatever it is. You figure it out and you work through it.
Right.
And so Heavenly Creations is the inspiration for me to keep going, because I survived a storm, and then the pandemic hit, and there was, my business was kind of slow, but then I was still blessed to survive, be able to be sustained in the midst of the pandemic, and
Right.
find a unique way for porch pickups and how to drop off my treats and stuff like that. The demand was still there for
Right.
people wanting to celebrate at home and have private parties and, quarantine parties.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
I was blessed to still be able to survive with my business, and I think that in itself, surviving the pandemic, just gave me even more of a push and inspiration to keep going. But my children and my family unit is the most important thing to me. And I don't want to just be out here just doing anything. Heavenly Creations is a brand. It's a passion for me. And so I want to see other people smile with my work. So I give them the best version of me from start to finish. When you call in an order and you request my services, you're going to get the laughing, joking Anissa, but then you're going to get me in that kitchen and I'm going to, do what I need to do. And I also took it upon myself to make sure that, because I work out of my home, because we're claiming a building to come for Heavenly Creations.
Yes, ma'am. Speak that thing now.
Already. I'm all about speaking some stuff
speaking
before I
into
even get it.
existence. Yes, ma'am.
Speak it already.
All right.
So, I got certified with my food handler's license.
Okay.
And it just continues. I continue to find reasons to be inspired. But most of all, it's just, I'm out here as an African-American entrepreneur, and I want to survive this thing. And I want to also leave a beautiful legacy for my children.
Right.
So it's a number of things that make me passionate about my job and what I do.
So speaking of legacy, because when I spoke with your kids, they were saying that they enjoy baking as well.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't understand about this legacy thing. Tell me a little bit more about the legacy that you want people to remember you by, that you want to leave for your kids.
Well, for my kids, some people look at it as monetary. Anything, let's be transparent. You want to make sure you getting the coins, and you want to make sure that everybody everybody is stable.
Right.
But for me, like I said, it's something that I want. Whenever God says it's my time to go, my kids can say, "My mama inspired me." I looked at my mom and I could see what she did in the midst of a pandemic. I could see what my mom did with her going back to school and doing what she needed to do to make her business thrive and be successful. Right. And so that means for me, I'm leaving a legacy for them to be hard workers. Mm-hmm. But also you got 2 unique young men. You don't really see men, you see chefs, but you don't see somebody who's willing to bake. Yeah. And then the fact that they're 13 and 10 and they want to take it to a whole nother level, and they already have a vision so that they don't have to work for anybody. That's what I'm leaving behind for them. Man. Build your foundation so you can stand on it yourself with no interruptions.
Oh, you know what? You doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. So basically, your kids have set their foundation. They're coming with their, I believe, lemonade stand July the 1st.
Right.
And so now you've taught them that. What's next? Because you do just about everything. So what's next for Anissa Renee?
So I am a woman with many hats. Javen is, as you know through the interview, Javen is my priority as he's going through transplant and stuff like that. Yes. But every day I get up, I pray for balance. I pray for balance as a mom. I pray for balance as an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. I pray for, success for myself and for others. And then, if anything, we're always a walking testimony, but we're also a walking example. And so if anything, I want to let the young lady that needs to believe in herself, because I'm from Taylor, Texas, a little small town, just a little yellow girl, a little country girl from Taylor, Texas, with hopes and dreams. So I want to always be able to walk in my purpose that God has given me. And I can never leave God out the equation. Right. So I want to always let the young lady know, no matter what comes your way, or the young man, be inspired enough to get up if you fall and look up at the top and say, I can and I will. That's my biggest motivation. I can and I will. Not only do I give that to my children, but I want to be able to be a walking example that you may have some challenges, because there's days that I have heavy weeks and I'm like, man, I'm busy. And then there's some times where, it's slow. And so in those moments, I'm always trying to be creative and create something new.
Yes, ma'am.
And new blessings to come my way. But again, it's not just about me, it's about the people, them smiling. I love to see my clients say, oh my God, I love this. Thank you. That's a inspiration to me. That's a spiritual connection.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's a blessing to see other people smile, because we all have endured some stuff and gone through some stuff. But to go through some stuff is to come out of some stuff. And
That's true.
As I was going through, I knew that God was going to manifest, and what manifests through God will be maintained.
So I wrote a passage once that says, success is in the eye of the successor. And to hear you speak about being successful, 5 years ago, did you see yourself at a point where you are now, where you have a bunch of followers, a bunch of customers, and you're blessed to stay busy all the time? Like you said, some weeks are, slower than others, but did you see yourself here in this place?
I mean, I did not see myself. I'm always going to be a believer, because that comes natural to me.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm confident in what I do, so it comes natural. But did I see myself being booked and, so overwhelmed sometimes that I'd be like, okay, I got to meet this deadline and this. I didn't. But what God has for you, He has for you. And when He
I just got off the phone with my boy Archie, who said he got the master plan, dog. If you're thinking of using the Women Crush Wednesday or Man Crush Monday feature on 180 Life, you better get on it right now before the train leaves the station, because it's the best feature you ever seen. You get so much exposure with 180 Life. You better tap in with my guy Archie and 180 Life right now.
And when He births something in you, it's going to come to pass.
A lot of people don't understand entrepreneurship comes with a lot of faith. And a lot of people, I speak with a lot of people, believe it or not. And man, how can I get my business out there? How can I get my business out there? And I tell them, you have to have faith. And you have to, at the end of the day, you just have to do it. And I heard you speaking on something that a lot of people don't understand as an entrepreneur. Some weeks you're slower than other weeks. And being a business owner, you have to find new ways and new ideas. You might be pushing the same product, but maybe a little bit more drizzle or maybe a different color, just to bring out the customer that thought they wasn't a customer, but they really are a customer.
Right.
How do you, I know with me, I call it micromanaging. How do you micromanage those downtimes to match with your uptimes?
I feel like sometimes that it's almost like a blessing when it's down times, because then I can use my mind and I can become even more passionate. I can create new things. I'll be up in the kitchen and I'll dip anything. Like I'll be dipping and trying to, like you said, it's a certain way, the drizzle or a certain color. I'll be experimenting with colors, like taking white chocolate to a whole different color and looking on the internet, how do you do this and how do you create something different and a different look? Because a lot of people can be in your lane and doing what you're doing, but it takes you to believe in yourself and have the confidence and the courage and the faith, yet again, to say, I can do this and I'm going to be the best. Sometimes when you're too confident, it throw people off, but I'm not here for the what you think about me. Right. I have a business, I have a family, I have a brand that I'm building, and if nobody else believes in me, I got to believe in me to take it to the next level. So I'm always in those down times thinking about what can I do to make myself better, what can I do to create the best version of me, what can I do to make sure and ensure that I'm giving the best of me as well. Because along with being an owner of something, you have your family, you have personal things that you do. I work part-time, so it's like, I have my business, I have my family, I have doctor's appointments, I have so much on my plate, but you still want to always be in the blessing business to make sure that your business is thriving and other people are seeing what you're doing. Yes, ma'am. So in those down times, it's not really a downtime. It's just for me to see what else can I dip.
Right. I like that. I like that. So basically, on a financial aspect, because being a business owner, entrepreneur, 1 month, a lot of people get mad at me because I micromanage so hard. So 1 month, I might make 6K. But that doesn't mean for us to go buy a brand new car.
Right.
What does that, like, to me, it just says, okay, pay these bills up, save, because you never know when you might have that month where, not to be mean, but you don't make anything, and
Right.
you might be a little negative because of supplies or something like that. And, so what is it that made you kind of get into a financial situation to say, hey, financially, I can afford to keep this business going? What is it? Is there any tactics that you use?
I spend wisely. I
Okay.
I spend wisely. I take care of what I'm supposed to do. And as far as believing in my business, I do what I need to do to meet the demand for my business.
Wonderful.
And sometimes you have to take that leap of faith and spend before you even can see where the revenue is going to come back.
Yes, ma'am.
That's taking that leap and believing in yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
But you have to spend wisely. You have to make sure that your home front is taken care of, but your business is taken care of. So I move with a strategic way of doing what I need to do. I make sure that I have a certain amount of orders, and when those orders come in, I meet the demand of those orders. But it goes back to making sure your deposits come through, you're sending invoices back.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
send with every invoice, I know that I'm going to be blessed because they're going to pay for their product before they even get it. But I'm also thanking them in advance and making sure that I'm keeping an open line of communication. Hey, I'm going to meet you on this day and I'm going to do this. That blesses your finances as well as how you move as a business owner.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to have a professional
Say that. Say that.
presentation
No
to
matter
people.
which way no matter if you got a big store,
Little store.
little store, in the house,
Right.
in the garage,
Right.
out the trunk.
Right.
It gotta be. So this is my question for you, because I meet a lot of business owners and they get scared because of the competition and the competitors. And I know in the baking field, it might be a lot of competitors out there saying they do this, they do that. And before I give my aspect of it, what is your aspect of how did you overcome competition?
Let me just say this, and I don't want to sound cocky when I say this. My grandmother raised me to be a strong woman.
Yes, ma'am.
And with that, being a strong woman, going back to the foundation, I always pray about everything.
Yes, ma'am.
And I said I implement God in everything. So going back to what I said, whatever is for me is for me. Whatever lane God puts me in,
Yes, ma'am.
I am going to stay in that lane, and I'm going to listen to him before I make any move. But another thing that I'll say is that Jeremiah 29:11 has not failed me. I see everybody else out here, and I'm wise enough to pray for the people that are making it before me, after me, and during me. There's a saying that I had, and I taught my children this, and I tell them this all the time. If you see so-and-so being blessed, God is in the vicinity. So praise and worship with them before you even get your blessing. Because if you can praise while they got it, then you can praise yourself into the blessing as well. And so I have almost like a tunnel vision.
Yes, ma'am.
I see other people out here winning. I'm not jealous. I'm not intimidated. I know what God has for me, he has for me. And so I'm never bothered by what the next person is doing. I'm actually praising and worshiping with them, thanking God that they survived. Because we all out here together. And if we can learn to come together and say, okay, name drop that person. I know I do it all the time. Who has a photographer? Oh, I got this friend and I got this friend that can do it. Who can do trees? Y'all remember Anissa Renee? But even in the midst of me having my own tree business, if I can't meet that demand, I'll pass my work on to somebody else. Blessing other people will get you blessed.
Hey.
I'm a witness.
Hey. Oh, what did you say? Okra? So my thing is, and the way I looked at it, because I sell clothes, I do photography.
Right.
I'm into videography.
Man of many hats.
Yes, ma'am. I'm blessed as well. How I looked at it is, when I talk to a group of young men, it's like the bread aisle. So we go to the grocery store and you tell me to get some bread. When I pull on the bread aisle, if you notice, the bread aisle has the longest aisle in H-E-B. It's not the fact that this bread uses different flour, this bread uses different water, they use this. they're all the same bread.
Right.
They all just have different brands.
There you go.
There might be some that's wheat, brown. There might be some that's white. There might be some that's yellow. It's different colors, different shades, different kind.
Right.
Only thing that makes it different is if you have gluten-free, which that's not really bread, but,
Right.
you know, if they have the gluten-free.
Mm-hmm.
You get where I'm coming from?
Right.
But the crazy thing is, Buttercrust never stopped when Hill Country Fair came out with their
Right.
bread. They just said, hey, I'm going to sit right next to you, and we're going to just sit here. And my bread might be a little bit expensive than your bread, but guess what? We're going to sit here with you. And before you know it, if you go in during the pandemic, all the bread was gone.
Right. Nobody cared what type of bread it was, what brand it was. It was all bread. We just needed it.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody needed it. Some days I go grocery shop, some days I get Hill Country Fair, some days I get Buttercrust. It just depends on whichever one is closer for me to get to. That's the one I use. There's no hard feelings against this particular brand or that particular. It's just whatever I reach out to.
Right.
So that's how I look at when it comes to competition. Yeah, I can sell clothes. I can do this. I can do that. What I've learned with working with you and seeing your treats is it's about the experience.
Right.
And a lot of people don't understand. They pay for an experience. And I might be a little bit more pricey with my pair of glasses than your other homegirl that might sell the same glasses.
Right.
But a lot of people will come to me because, one, the customer service, and two, the experience.
Right.
So saying that to say, you know, keep doing what you're doing. I see you out here, and I see it going to the top, and I'm proud of you. And I'm honored to have you, you know, working on my team and just really working with us. If you could give a piece of advice to a young girl, looks like you, then cut the hair to a little bob, short hair, 16, let's say 16 you, light-skinned girl, country girl, they say she wouldn't make it out the country or whatever, what would you tell her?
I would say just most of all, pray before you make any moves. But always stay self-aware of yourself, of who you are. If nobody else believes in you, you gotta believe in you. And if nobody else has the faith that you can and you will be successful, you gotta remember that standing in the mirror, that reflection that if you stand in the mirror, that reflection that shines back and that you're able to see, you gotta remember that God has equipped you with the right tools. God has instilled in you purpose, and you gotta just drive with it. Yeah. There's gonna be challenges, I call them speed bumps, that you may encounter. You gotta remember that you can go over that speed bump, and you gotta keep going. And you may not always get where so-and-so is at their timing, but remember that it's tailor-made and it's picked out for you. So if you want the business, if you want to start the nail shop, or you want to be the cosmetologist, or you want to be the baker, or you want to be the business owner in this facility. I ride by shops all the time, and I be like, okay, I'm gonna be there one day. Yeah. I'm going from the home to the big building with Heavenly Creations. I envision stuff. So just always, when you can't even feel it, just at least see it. I'm trying to get to the next level. I see my building. I see this. So to the 16-year-old girl, don't let no interruptions ever stop you where you stand. Wow. Keep going.
Wow. My thing is, just hearing you say that, it reminds me of what you always tell me, my big mama taught me, my mom taught me, you know, speak that thing. I believe if it comes out of your mouth, that it can be what you say it's going to be. They say that the power of life and death is in the tongue. So you got to speak that thing. Just to hear you say that, again, to piggyback off what you say, you know I love cars.
Right.
And a lot of people have to understand. I was speaking on a podcast this week, and I was telling them that, you know, a lot of people have to lay the foundation, what's under the hood. You got to make sure that your oil change, and you got to make sure your engine is right. But then also after that, if you keep pushing, you got to be the safe driver.
There you go.
Just because they're going fast around you, guess what? Get to your destination. Understand, just because you might take a little bit longer to get to that destination, you got there safely.
There you go. That's it.
And
that's
when
a word right there.
When I hear you talk, you know, I just look at it like, man, she made it to the destination. It might have seen everybody around her going super fast, But what a lot of people don't understand, the slowdown does not mean denied.
Right.
You know, even the detour. They've been working on 35 since I was Trey's age.
Right.
And they
Right.
make you get off and detour and go through the back streets. And you might hit one of them potholes. Then you got to flatten. We got to pull
Right.
over.
Right.
That's life.
Yes.
You know, the detours in life. You know, you was telling me how you took major losses. You lost 2 kids. They detoured. That was that pothole.
Right.
And you just, hey, let's get some new tires. Let's fix a flat, and let's keep on driving. And now, just to see the things that were birthed out of it, it blesses and inspires me. And I know for sure it's blessing and inspire other people. So you gotta keep going. All right.
I will.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
definitely
Yes,
will.
ma'am. And I appreciate you for being on our team. I appreciate the 180 Life team. I don't think I could do it without you now. You know, we stuck in this like Chuck, you know.
I appreciate you as well.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
And
ma'am.
I'll add this to us as 180, but just you interviewing me right now. Sometimes God entrusts you with something little to see how you're going to take care of it. It goes back to your car. You want an SUV. I want an SUV. I want another SUV. I want these things. I always pray, God, give it to me in your timing, number one. But I know that if he entrusted me and he blessed me with the small thing, the little house, then I got a bigger house. People looking and like, okay, she got a blessing. But he wanted to see how I was going to take care of the little house so that he can entrust me with the bigger house. He want to see how I can take care of the little car before he blessed me with the SUV. He want to see how I treat people and humble myself in the house before he take me to the building.
Yes, ma'am.
That's how it is. He want to see how you can do with 180 and what you going to do with it and how you going to minister and how you going to give him the glory.
Yes, ma'am.
So that he can take you
You gonna
to the
give
next
me that?
place.
That's
How it is.
Yes,
God continues, and I don't want to make this all religious and stuff, but what's in me has to come out of me.
ma'am.
And so when you ask God for something, he's going to give it to you in your timing, because it's already been ordained over your life. So he want to see sometimes how if I manifest this in her life, is she going to get cocky or is she going to remain humble? If I slow her down a little bit, is she going to panic or is she going to pray?
Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes we got to sit back and hear God ever so clearly so that we can understand that where I want to get to is going to get there. I'm going to get there one day in God's timing, because he got to see how I'm going to handle this little thing. I'm not the perfect person, but I promise you, I go back and I treat people. My grandmother in the neighborhood, I was raised around powerful women. Powerful women. Front side of me, back side of me, left side of me, to the right side of me was a family unit. That saying, it take a village.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have never become the woman that I am today if I didn't see the women that were in front of me, on the side of me, and my own grandmother. My grandmother was a business owner.
Wow.
There's friends that are part of 180 Life, their grandmother and their parents we hustled. We didn't know nothing. Little girl from Taylor, Texas. He wants to see how we gonna handle. I'm from Taylor, Texas. People like, oh, you from Taylor, Texas. Yeah, I'm from Taylor, Texas, but I'm a different breed. I'm hustling out here. I'm doing what I have to do, and it's all because of God. God gets the glory in it. So as you inspire me and you brought me on the team, everything meshed for a reason. God has a reason and a purpose and a plan for everything. So our encounter is not by accident. I can teach you some stuff. You can teach me some stuff. Together we can teach the world some stuff, and we taking it on a next level.
Yes, ma'am.
Be encouraged.
The world. And I appreciate you. I
No
appreciate
problem.
you. Just the encouraging words. Listen, everybody. Heavenly Creations is the place, the treats, everything you need. Look us up. Give us your social media tags.
Okay, so I'm under Anissa Renee by Heavenly Creations. I'm on Instagram. I post all the time on my Anissa Renee page, and as well as my Heavenly Creations page.
All right, so you should be able to see that at the bottom of your screen. Listen, we need you to hit that share button, hit that like button. Bravo TV1, we coming for you. We just let y'all know. Heavenly Creations, 180 Life, we coming for you. Thank you so much for sitting down with me. Thank you for your time. Thank you for taking this time out and this opportunity.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Listen, y'all get a snack. Come on back. We'll see you next time here on the 180 Show. We out, baby.
We out. Thank you.
Here we go. So today we calling Church's Chicken. We're gonna see how they do. But I'm Mother Louise. If they answer.
Hello? Texas Chicken?
Hi, I'm trying to give, and I was trying to see how do I give. I'm on your website. What is your methods of payment?
Sorry?
What is your methods of payment?
This is Texas Chicken.
Yeah, the church. I'm trying to give my tithes and my offering.
Hold on one second, I'm sorry.
We're sorry. All circuits are busy now. Sorry. All circuits are busy now.
So we're gonna give them about 10 minutes. We'll call them back.
Thank you for calling churches. How can I help you today?
Yes, I'm on your website and I'm trying to see what's your methods of payment.
Our method of payment?
Yes.
Usually, to order, you have to go to like your DoorDash, Uber Eats.
Y'all don't have the Giblify button on your website. The pastor said to click Giblify. And I'm trying to do it, but I'm on the website and it don't have the Giblify button.
Yeah, no, ma'am. We don't have give up for us.
Why we don't have? He said y'all had Giblify. This is the churches, right?
Church's Chicken, not the church. We're Church's Chicken,
Oh.
not the
What?
yeah, not the church. No, not.
Well, do y'all? I guess.
No, man. We Church's Chicken.
What's funny? I guess. Oh shit! I done called the wrong damn. I'm gonna have to go and pray.
All right, you have a good day, man.
Hello?
But yeah, when you said, wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, boy, wait, hold on. One of my hearing aids is. Hello, young man?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, I gotta give this tithes because the Lord said that I gotta give my 10%. So, can you help me?
You said the Lord said what now?
The Lord said for me to give my 10% to you guys. So, I'm trying to see how to give it.
You want to give a seed to Church's Chicken?
No, the church. You the church, ain't you? You hear me, boy? You must not have went to that old college. You must have went to one of them white colleges and not an HBCU.
No, I just went to HBCU.
Oh.
But, no.
Well, where's the Giblify button?
You don't want to give a seed to Church's Chicken, do you? I mean, we sell chicken. We sell chicken, we sell tenders, mashed potatoes. Like it's a restaurant, so, fast food.
Oh, after the church, y'all are serving food? That's good. Well, the Lord bless you. What's your name? I'm going to have to make sure I tell the pastor that you were so nice. So you're part of the hospitality department. Hallelujah.
I'm the general manager here at the churches.
You're
what
the
church
general.
are you from?
The general, I'm looking for Greater St. Grove. The general manager, when they start that down at the church, a general manager. This is new.
That's what I'm saying. We're not the church. We're Church's Chicken, a fast food restaurant.
Oh, now let me finish talking. What did you say your name was, son?
Daniel.
His name is Daniel.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on, Daniel. My grandson wants to talk to you.
And he's just, I don't know why he's trying to take my phone. I'm trying to get a Lord a little money. Sit down, boy. All right, Daniel, I'm sorry. So, you're now a general manager over at the church. And they got all this, see, this that
Not
new
the
after
church, but Church's Chicken,
churches.
the restaurant. Yeah, Church's Chicken, the restaurant.
Now y'all got a restaurant in the back of the church. Oh, shit.
No, the restaurant not part of the church.
That's what
The
you just
restaurant not part
said.
of the church. It's Church's Chicken.
Yeah, they serve
the person
chicken
who
at the
founded-
church. I know. I
The
used
person
to.
who founded this restaurant, last name was Church's. So it's not affiliated. It has no religious affiliation.
Oh, now y'all done took all of Jesus out of the church and the chicken. Oh, Jesus. I might have to pray.
Yes,
Close your
we're
eyes,
churches,
church.
but we're not affiliated with no church.
Oh, so y'all are selling chicken in the back of the church and y'all not affiliated with the church.
Yeah, we don't sell the chicken at the church. We sell the chicken at
After the church, right? Because you got to come and get the word of God. Hallelujah.
Yes, ma'am.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yada baba shade yada.
Huh?
Ah,
Come to your church.
glory. All right, James. You said your name was James, right?
No, my name is Daniel.
Oh, close enough. One of them in the Bible. You're going to heaven because the Lord blessed your parents. Hallelujah. To give you a good name. And I don't know what type of shenanigans they running down there to turn you into a general manager, but repent for your sins and give it to God, okay?
All right.
So I'm gonna give my seed, and you said you take credit cards.
We can take cards. Why don't you come down here and get some chicken? And
No, because y'all said y'all not affiliated to the church. Legs and thighs. Oh, you getting all frisky, old Daniel.
Huh?
You want a breast?
No, chicken.
Oh, I was about to say, Daniel.
Legs and thighs, wings and breasts, or chicken tenders, or chicken sandwiches.
Sandwiches, y'all giving it to the poor?
No, ma'am. Everything is sold. This is a restaurant. We don't give anything away.
They done open. Okay, I'm gonna let you talk to my grandson so he can make sure that we get the seed to the church. Okay, hold on. Get over here, Jeremy. Hello.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you? You were talking to my grandma. What's the address to your church?
No, I was telling her this is not a church. This is a restaurant. This is Church's Chicken.
So you telling me my grandma been on the phone with a restaurant this whole time? Granny, you been on the phone with a restaurant this whole time? I'm so sorry. She's 89 years old.
Right.
And she's senile. I'm so sorry about that.
You know what? She blessed me. She prophesied. She prayed over me. So it's okay. I thank her for a blessing. Y'all have a great day, though. But anytime you want some chicken, just come on. Y'all in Killeen?
We are in Killeen.
Yeah, anytime you know what Church's Chicken went right next to Burger King, come on down. We have a 10 for $10.99. We have a 3 for $3.49. We have our new bourbon, have chicken combo. So just come on. We're open to 10, all right?
All right, we're open. You're open till 10. Will you be there? Will you be there till 10 o'clock?
I will be here.
All right. And what was your...
Shay and Brandon, the best team.
You, Shay, and Brandon. All right, well...
We'll welcome you, okay?
All right, I appreciate it, man. I'm sorry about that.
All right, appreciate you.
All right, bye-bye.